think I'm live. We're going to go ahead and give this a shot. I thought I went live 2 hours ago. It said I was live, but I don't see anything on my channel. So I have no idea if it's actually live right now or not. And I'm getting invalid parameters. Alright, well, let's go ahead and roll with this and see what happens. I'm terrible at these live streams, but hey, gotta learn somehow. So this week I am going to update you guys on my wholesale accounts. I picked up another one this week. I specifically targeted certain brands I wanted that my other wholesale account just didn't provide. I did pick up Sarah Fish Foods as one of the main reasons I went with this wholesaler. I sell a ton of the ONIP tabs, and I have a pallet worth of products coming. Are supposed to be here on Monday. I ordered a small package from the company just to see how long it would take to get products to me. And that testing shows it takes about 5 business days to get here. They shipped FedEx ground, and it took 5 days to get here. They are on the West Coast. I'm in Ohio, so I knew there would be some logistics behind that. So now I can plan when I get alerts to my phone that inventory is low. I know when to reorder to try to always keep something in stock. I ordered a ton of the Sarah ONIP tabs. These are the 24 count individually sealed tabs. I got a couple of these packages worth. I bought them out of the 100 count. I noticed on my invoice I ordered an X amount of them, and they only fulfilled what they had in stock. The rest are on back order, which I'm actually kind of happy that this is going on with my test orders, so that way I could see, like, hey, I know I literally bought them out of these, and that was on Monday. Now I'm going to be checking their list to see when it comes back in stock, so that way I know it takes them 3 weeks to get it back. Then I know I need to order more of these while they have them. So these are the 100 counts. I ordered a ton of the 265 counts. And then I went ahead and ordered some other stuff that I haven't used yet that I want to play with. These are the spirulina tabs. I know the spirulina, my shrimp like it, and my plecos, so I'm going to give these a try and see how the fish like them. I know the shrimp will go crazy for them. So I ordered a bunch of these. 100 count of them. And like I said, I haven't used them before, so I want to give them a shot. Restocked up on some of the shrimp granules. I sold out of those, so I had to get more. The main order of those are coming on Monday, so this is just I ordered 5 to see what the FedEx would be like. I want to update on the sponge filter I talked about in another video. These are the nano size, so I specifically ordered them for my 4-gallon nano tank I'm doing, and I needed that as a pre-filter on the hang-on back. But I also wanted to see if they would work on my overflows in my fish room, specifically on my central filtration rack. And they do fit. They fit the 3/4 inch pipe perfectly. I mean, it's a snug fit. You gotta really, pull it over, which is great because I didn't have to rubber band them on. They're so snug they stay there. So the whole point of that is to keep mainly my shrimp from going into my overflows and then going into the next tank on that system, because all the tanks are connected. So it's one big filtration system instead of individual tanks like my shrimp racks. That system's doing well. The algae is higher than I want right now. It is a newer system, so that will all balance out. I did place an order for 80 ram's horn snails. I should have those end of next week. That order usually comes in on Fridays. So I'll have that next Friday. I'm going to split the 80 snails between all those tanks, and I'm going to put some in my 75-gallon tank with my cichlids. If they breed out in that tank, cool. If not, like, there'll just be some more snails in there. But another thing that I really like about these is these are cheap. I'll probably be selling these for probably $2, maybe $3. $3 would be the high end, like $2.99. I would prefer to keep these down to mid to low $2, like $2 or $2.50. It depends on how big of an order I can get in. And I have a ton of these right now because I specifically ordered a ton to do testing on my central rack system, and I'm specifically using these for the overflow pipes, and they're working out. Haven't had any problems. The pour on it is, I believe these are 20 pours per inch, if I remember correctly. I'm going to try to get the 10 pours per inch because I think that would be better for a pre-filter. Something that's got, bigger holes, so allows, I don't want to say allows more debris in, but it would allow more debris in. Just enough to keep shrimp and fish out of my overflows, but, not actually act as a filter because I don't want to use these as an actual filter. The 30 pours per inch would be great as an actual filter. That order that I did my testing on did come with some Fluval lights. These are more the Fluval 3.0s, the planted lights that you can control with your phone. The skid is what's going to have the majority of those on. I ordered every single size that they had in stock. The only ones they did not have in stock were the Nanos. They did not have these in stock, so I couldn't order any of these. But I did order all the other sizes that they had. And that, like I said, that skid will be here Monday. I had to take my truck and go get it because it requires a forklift. This is my newest thing I picked up. And let's preface this. This is my number 2 seller. And it's GE Silicone 1. It's 10 ounces, caulk gun tube. Everybody buys these to do their hardscaping and or attaching plants to hardscape stuff. So that was one of my dogs walking out the door. She's hanging out with me today. So this is my number 2 seller. My number 1 seller right now, she's barking. My number 1 seller is super glue. I sell a ton of super glue. But my wholesaler that I get this stuff through, I saw that listed one of their other hot products was the squeeze tube version. It is GE Silicone 1, so it's 100% silicone. It's listed as a glue. I checked the ingredients, and it is silicone 1. So, marketed as glue, not marketed as glue, it's just all-purpose silicone. But what I think this is going to be huge is it's in a squeeze tube. So you don't have to have a caulk gun. I also sell caulk guns with these, so if somebody doesn't have one, they can buy it at the same time. Saves them a trip to the store. But it's got a resealable cap. So if you have a project going on, you can, like, say if you get a new Java fern and you want to attach it to a rock, instead of using like thread or a rubber band, I typically just use a rubber band. Squeeze a little bit of this out, let it cure. It's fish safe, shrimp safe. Drop it in, you're done. And then you can put the cap back on and save this. These are great if you got a big project. If you got a small project, you got to try to seal the end of it. So I usually use saran wrap foil. Hey! They decided to play during the live stream. I have a Dalmatian puppy. That's Charlotte, and I have a pit bull. Her name is Havana. They're both rescue dogs, and they're great. The Dalmatian is only 6 months old, so she's pretty feisty. Still working on training. She's deaf. I rescued her knowing she was deaf, and she's been a handful. But they're here with me today. It's a Saturday where I'm not actually working, so that's great. So I get to spend time with them. But yeah, so back to it. I think this will be a huge seller. I am trying to work with the company I get this through to get the pricing down because honestly, this is the best buy. buying it in a caulk gun is always cheaper. This is physically cheaper, but if you price it out per ounce, this is a lot more expensive. Um, I believe these are $5 or $6. I think they're like $6. Um, where this might be $7 or $8. So I really want to get the pricing down on that because I feel like this is way more useful. I know in my fish room I will be using these a lot more than the caulk guns because I can just reseal it, toss it in the cabinet, and use it whenever I need it versus having to saran wrap the caulk tube. The other, oh, there was another product I got. It might be in the other room. Hikari. I have, in part of the skid, actually it might be 2 skids. In part of that skid, I have a ton of Hikari foods coming in. So I ordered a ton of the Sarah food. And I only ordered specifically from Sarah what I've used other than the spirulina tabs that I want to try out and see if they're good or not. If it's something if it's worth me investing into ordering a pallet worth of them. If it is, then cool. If not, then I got some fish food to use and try out the business cards. So I got these business cards. You won't probably be able to see it on the live stream. It's got a pearl finish, so it reminds me of like kind of like fish scales, like out in the sun, how they're real shiny. That's how these cards are. And it's just like a typical business card, name, email, website. And then on the back, it has a discount and coupon code section. So my plan is dual purpose with these because I'm trying to be smart about where I'm investing my money in the company. I didn't want to order coupon cards and then order business cards. So I did basically a 2-in-1. So I can hand these out to like the Fish Club members. Like, put this code in, you'll get 10% off whatever you order, or if there's any events I go to, I can give out specific discounts. So I got a ton of these in. These are going to start going into all my orders online for an additional discount on the next order. I got some other promotional items in that I'm going to give out with specific order sizes. Like if you spend $50, I'll throw this in. But I'm not going to tell them. I don't want to like make it like, oh, you spend so much money, you get something free. Like, it's just me showing my appreciation. Like, you spent $50 with my company, I want to give you something back. And I think I'm going to do a tier system where, like, I know, like, every $50 you're going to get this, or every $100 you're going to get this. And, like, try to do something like that. Something that I don't want to just give out, like, oh, here's a free pencil or something like that. Like, I want something that's usable for the hobby. So, like, items I thought, like a fish towel. Because I know when I go through my fish room, I'm constantly reaching in tanks. I typically just go like this on my shirt or whatever. Or if I have a towel out there, I use it. So maybe like you spend $100, I'll throw in a nice hand towel that you can carry around with you when you're doing your tanks. Fish nets or aquascaping scissors or tweezers, something that's useful. And if they like it and use it, cool. If not, they can sell it, toss it, whatever they want. Just try and give out stuff that's useful. Maybe some fish food samples, something like that. But yeah, so I'm interested in getting the Hikari order in. The next order of Sarah food. These just got listed online. It's live. It can be ordered. And I also sell on eBay. I would like to get the website going to where I don't use eBay and my website. So that way I don't have 2 different marketplaces I have to manage. I'd rather just manage the website and the website only. But eBay is a hot market for me right now. And until the website kicks off and gets some traction and more sales, eBay is where majority of my sales, I say at least 70% of my sales are all on eBay right now. The side note, the AKA convention is coming up. I believe it's next weekend. It's May, let me check. Yeah, it's next weekend or this weekend coming up, May 24th, 25th. It is here in Columbus, Ohio. I plan on going to it as long as I don't have to work and nothing crazy happens. I plan on going on that Saturday. So hopefully if anybody's watching that's in the Central Ohio region, maybe get to chat with you and, see what's going on. on your end of the YouTube channel. I think Lucas Bretz from LRB Aquatics, I think I heard on his live stream that he plans on going. I also know, I think it's the same time as the ALA convention, which I really wanted to go to the ALA convention. I believe it's in Louisville, Kentucky, which is only 3 hours from me. It's not that far. I really wanted to go to that, but I think I am going to the AKA because it is all of 5 minutes from my house. It's at the Columbus Airport. There's a embassy hotel, I think it's at, and it's a 5-minute drive from me. So I believe that's all for this update. I'm currently looking at some more packaging options. I have shipping being worked out to get cheaper rates, and I gotta work on storage for all this food that's coming in, and I'll probably do a video of what I come up with. I'm gonna try to get creative to save space. I think I'm going to use, this is the YouTube studio, that's a closet. I think I'm going to use that closet. I might take the doors off of it and use that for fish food storage. Might do like a pegboard with hooks I can hang, because majority of the Hikari foods all have the tab holes to be able to hang it in your retail store. So I think I'm going to use a pegboard style to hang these, that way it's easy for me to pick and fulfill the orders online. The Fluval lights, they take up some room, so I gotta get creative because these are the 24-inch ones. I think there's 20 of these. I think there's 20 of every size that they had except for the nanos. The nanos I could not get. They were out of stock on these, so I couldn't get any of these. I had placed an order for 20 of them, and in my invoice it said that they were back ordered. So whenever something with this company is back ordered, they don't automatically ship it out. It just basically, they ship what they can, and then the rest will say, like if I order 20 and I only had one, they would ship me one. 19 would say back order, and they don't fulfill it. So my next order, I could try ordering them again. If they have them, they'll send them. If not, then I just have to keep waiting. So I gotta find a good spot for all the Fluval lighting. So that's all for now. Check back. I will try to do more live streams. It's way easier on me. Way less editing time involved, especially right now. Like, I'm trying to get more videos out a week, but I'm just so busy with the business. I have been looking at flex commercial spaces. So a flex space will be part of the building is like office or retail, so it has like a storefront, office building, so I can do like a YouTube studio there, have a retail area, and then the back side of the building is warehouse, so I could stock my hard goods there and or set up some fish tanks for breeding. I think would be kind of cool. So I am looking at that. I am in talks with a realtor. I'm also looking at buying 5 acres of property and building a building specifically for the business, for breeding and for housing, like all the warehouse stuff, all the lights, all the fish foods, stuff like that for the website. But check back and give me a comment, like if you like this video, if you don't like it. I want to hear both sides. Like if you freaking hate this, let me know. I want to improve what I can do on here, and if you guys want to see more of the business side of stuff, let me know. If this is really boring and you don't care about behind the scenes, let me know too, and I'll stop focusing on these box unveils and the product side of it. But let me know, holler. There's my dog's butt. That's Havana. So I'll catch you guys next time, and have a good weekend. See ya.